Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Are you new here? Make sure you click the subscribe button. Okay, are you watching me for the first time? I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm your favorite baker, the recipe queen. What do I have for you guys today? I'll be teaching you how to bake a very yummy pink velvet cake. I know someone will be wondering, what's so velvety about a pink cake? Relax, stay tuned, I will take you through the baking process. As you can see, these are my ingredients. So for this special cake recipe, you will be needing 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, then 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 large egg, slightly beaten, half cup of oil. Then you'll be needing also 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pink food coloring, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, then 1 teaspoon of raspberry flavor. But if you don't have a raspberry flavor, you can use any other flavor of your choice. And lastly, this recipe calls for 1 cup of buttermilk. If you have an already made buttermilk, you're good to go. But if you don't, today I'll be teaching you how to make your homemade buttermilk. And lastly, you'll be needing 1/4 cup of ordinary whole milk. So let's form our homemade buttermilk. This is my whole milk, so I'll be measuring out 1 cup. Now I have 1 cup of whole milk. So I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of white vinegar to my whole milk. Then I'm going to set it aside so it can mature. So for you to allow it to get settled, you need to leave it for like 5 to 10 minutes. Now we are going to start the real business. This is my flour. I've already sieved it. I'm going to sieve in my resin agent into the flour. This is my 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, gradually I'm going to sieve it in to the flour. Here we go. Now I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt for this special recipe. I'm adding it to the dry ingredients. Afterwards, I'll have to stir all the dry ingredients together. So this is my mixing bowl. I'm going to be adding my sugar into the bowl. For this recipe, you don't add the sugar to the flour. You're going to mix it separately. So now, this is my sugar. I'll be adding my half cup of oil, 1 large egg, then afterwards I'll have to use my whisk to mix these 3 ingredients together. You can also use your mixer at this stage, but here I'm using my hand whisk. The reason for doing this is just to make sure my sugar kind of dissolves. So look at what we have here. Now I'll be adding my buttermilk into this mixture. As you can see, the buttermilk is thick now. I think we stayed like 5 to 10 minutes before using it. Wow, it's so thick. I'm going to pour in everything. Okay, I'll be adding my flavors at this stage. So I have my vanilla essence and my raspberry essence. Now, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla into this wet mixture. Secondly, I'm adding my raspberry essence. But if you don't have this, or you can't find it in your location, just use any other flavor of your choice. You can use the lemon, the pineapple, the banana, condensed milk, butterscotch, any other flavor of your choice. But here I'm using my raspberry flavor, but because it's kind of pinky. So now I'm adding it. Afterwards, I'll have to stir. So this is what we'll have. Very watery mixture. At this stage, I'll have to start adding my dry ingredients. Remember, in this bowl, we have 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I use the sea salt. So now it's time to add them gradually into this wet mixture. So I have to be going slowly. Just add it gradually. You don't add it all at once. Gradually. Keep mixing. You can use your hand whisk at this stage. You can use your spatula. You can use your hand mixer. So I'm using the spatula. So I'll be adding the dry ingredients. Till everything enters. I hope you're enjoying this baking section. So I'll keep adding. Now everything is in here. So I have to stir properly, thoroughly. Oh, this is what we have right now. Very creamy. Can you see that? So at this stage, I will have to add my pink food coloring. I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon of pink food coloring. So I'm going to add it into the mixture. Then lastly, the 1/4 cup of whole milk, just whole milk, it's not buttermilk this time, will now go in. So now I will have to mix everything. Now we have a very light, creamy pink velvet cake batter. Can you see that? It's so light, so creamy, and I know the cake will be yummy at the end of the day. So this is what I have here. We're going to bake some pink velvet cupcakes. So now this is my cupcake tray, and I'll be fixing my cupcake liners. You don't need to grease the cupcake tray. All you need to do is just to fix your cupcake liners into the cupcake tray chambers. So then this is ready. It's time to scoop in our batter. I love using my measuring cup, the 1/4 measuring cup. It gives me an even size. So right now I'm going to scoop in the batter gradually into the cupcake liners. Wow, can you see what I'm doing? At this stage, I've started preheating my oven. Then now, if you want to bake with foil plates, like as you can see, I have the mini foil plates here. All you need to do is, you don't just pour your batter directly, you need to grease. If you have cooking spray, you can use it. If you have your oil, vegetable oil, or your sunflower, your canola, you can use any of them to grease your foil plates. So now, I'm using my cooking spray. Afterwards, I'll be using my pastry brush to grease the foil plates. So this is how to do this. Then now, you also scoop in your pink velvet cake batter into the foil plates. Okay, now it's time to bake. But before we start baking, I need to tell you this. For this cake recipe, I'm using a very moderate oven temperature to bake them. I'll be using 120 degrees centigrade. You don't need to use 180. You need to use a lower oven temperature. So I'm using 120 degrees centigrade. So we'll be back after 30 to 45 minutes to check what we're up to. So it's time to put them into the oven. Then also the foil. Pink velvet cupcakes are ready, and the mini loaf is also ready as well. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, wow. So as you can see, this is our pink velvet cake. So lovely. So let's test. So yummy, so moist, so soft, so tasty. So these are my frosted pink velvet cupcakes. You can decide to use any desired sprinkles you want. You can decide to put some toppings. So I'll be using some chocolate sprinkles on top. Wow, so lovely. So my lovely viewers, I hope you enjoyed this whole baking process. And I hope from now you can bake a perfect pink velvet cake. And one more thing, while baking a pink velvet cake, always monitor your cakes in the oven. Don't allow it to stay for so long, so as to prevent your cakes from having this color separation thing. Well, let's call it a day. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that now. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel, The Recipe Queen. Like the video and tell your friends about my channel. So thanks for watching and hope to see you some other time. Bye.